So this was not. I'm sitting here
Making custodies.
painting custodies, working on Ragnar.
You know,
Just
multi-projecting like he does.
painting Stormcast. Just
like he said. And then
just doing a
there's
just
a knock.
just doing us my day. Hey there. So we're just sitting there doing our thing. There's a knock at my door. And I go to my door. And there's my postman. And my postman's like, "Hi, Mr. Drake. Got a box for you."
Postman's so awesome.
So I got a box. I got a knife. I have no idea. I'm not expecting this. I know nothing about it. Okay, so let's look at what we know about the box before we open it.
It came from TMP.
It came from Robert and Leah.
I'm just too happy about this because it's like,
so yeah, I have.
Since they noticed me.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of like I said, just a
special edition of Epic.
Yeah, like I said, I was just sitting here painting, doing my thing.
Considering he's cutting towards himself, yes, there will, Kaiser.
I'm not. It's just he used a lot of tape.
Well, yeah, you do the same thing when you send out stuff. Heaven forbid when Meeks gets his. And, it is 1:19 for you in California, my darling. And by the way, hello, Mythos. Hi, Zane. Greetings, Kai and Phoenix. Always a pleasure. And Dave, hello.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And that was the Keymaster, Kendra back there.
Yeah, so there's paper. Okay, no big deal.
Give me the damn. Give me the box. Give me the box. Give me the box. Go in the box. Put the box.
First off.
Oh, I love it. Oh, and there's a note on the back.
There's a note on the back.
It says, do you want me to read this out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "Hey, my people, I wanted to bless y'all with these dungeon tiles that I made for your D&D sessions in celebration of your new gaming table. I hope the fam is well. I also doodled you." I'm sorry, Rob, if you're watching this. Yes, I can read cursive. It's been a while. Hi, Ann. Let's see. Doodled you while I was brainstorming ideas for a new project. It's by no means a finished work, mind you. I digress. The tiles are unpainted so that you have the freedom to paint them however you like and add any details that you so desire. Best wishes, much love, enjoy, your wolf brother, Robert.
So he drew me as a wolf. That's cool. I dig it.
I can honestly say that's better than anything I could do.
That's very cool. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
So he took his rollers and his texture stuff.
Who, me? On my shoulder? No, I've had this for a while.
I drew that.
Yep, the first one was when he gave me my promise ring. Second ring was when he proposed to me. We actually have one that he's designed that will go over it to celebrate our wedding, and every anniversary we're going to add to it. So he owes me
3 at this point.
4. One for the wedding, and bear in mind it is our 3-year anniversary this month. So he owes me 4 tattoos now.
So these are very cool. So he took 1-inch foam and he divided it into,
it's like 1 inch by 1 inch squares.
1 inch by 1 inch blocks. And this is an entire case.
And you can't really see very well on the screen, but they've got like not working and iron crosses all along the side.
And on one side they're stone, and on the other side they're wood. So yeah, he sat down with his texture tools and just worked his butt off.
These are really sweet. Dia's gonna have a lot.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, he knows. I've been talking about it. Oh, and there's smaller sizes. There's some two.
Oh, he's got some big sizes in there too.
Yeah, he's got some larger ones in there too. So yeah, it's a huge thing. I've been talking about this a bit. Once a month, I go and play with, and this is a huge. Just so it said, this is a huge freaking box, and it is absolutely packed, completely packed with tiles. So this is just once a month. I have a D&D game. It's where I'm going to be this weekend, which is why there may be an effort, but just by her Saturday, depending on how she feels during the day or before work or whatever. Okay, so probably not.
Yep, they're having a big old sale at work this weekend. So woo, it starts tomorrow. It's Saturday and Sunday only. Lowest prices of the season, of course. And yes.
Yeah, so once a month we play. It's a pretty big D&D game. It's been going on for years now.
Yeah, I was about to say. How many going on
well, the thing is, it's been different games. What we do is we have a once-a-month game, and there's 5 people that play, and 3 of us alternate being game masters until we finish a storyline.
Or they break the game.
Or they break the game. I just finished my zombie apocalypse game with these guys.
By the way, they broke the game.
They broke it. So the new game is starting up this week. So if you've been watching my Instagram, you may have noticed that I painted up this beauty, my brand new half-work barbarian for that game. I just got to seal her, and she's all done. And it's going to be a D&D game. Dungeons and Dragons, for those of you that aren't role-playing gamers, but it's a Dungeons and Dragons game that's kind of got a weird setting because we are playing the people that are playing our characters.
You guys are role-playing the guild?
Oh, I can't wait to see. Nice.
So was it, real quick, just to digress, Mythos, was the reaction what we thought it would be? Because,
yeah. Well, what it is that it's think of it like the whole idea behind this game, the guy who's running has put a lot of thought into it. It's kind of like,
Mark's.
Yeah. Think of it like
What
do you call it? I'm trying to think of the name of the movie and the books. Mockingjay.
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
Okay, so you didn't get a call, so
okay. So it's kind of like Hunger Games crossed with Ready Player One. The idea is that the players are trying to earn themselves a better life. So the idea is that they submit themselves to these games. They're put into a chamber, and they pop into virtual characters, and they run around in this arena, or this whole setting, playing this game that's based on the old Dungeons and Dragons setting. The thing is, it's a television show. So people can, if they don't like you, they can pay to come in and be bad guys, and be in top of bad guys. And if they like you, they can give you gifts. And it's like their version of a reality show. The difference is that there's a little bit of a Russian roulette in it. Anytime your character dies,
there's a chance you die.
And if you die, and then your character is dead, dead. And the whole idea is this is supposed to take us all the way through 30th level. It's a crazy idea for a game, but the whole idea is we're supposed to start at first level characters and go all the way up to 30th level and beat this final boss, and then the characters, the players, become citizens. And so it's a lot of concept, but basically it's just supposed to, the biggest idea is that we're these guys that are playing characters inside of a video game, and we have to play to the crowd. So we have to play up to our characters, and we have to be consistent with our characters. And
Sword Art Online meets Dot Hack Sign meets.
Right. And the big thing is that when you establish your character is you need to stay consistent with your character, or people don't like that. And citizens, which have money, will spend money to come and, normally if you're fighting a bunch of, AI bad guys and you get knocked down, they'll turn and go to your party. But if one of the bad guys realizes it's like one of the characters that doesn't like you, it'll turn around and be like, oh, you're finally down. Clack, clack, clack. So it's a very extreme kind of game. I don't know if that's any different than any regular D&D game, but we'll find out. I'm playing the Meat Shield. I'm the gigantic half-orc barbarian that's running around with a poleaxe. So,
if anyone has ever also read the story Half Prince, this is very much like Half Prince too.
So, and this is the very first session this weekend. So, I won't have time to paint these up, but Mark did say he wanted me to try and bring like some props and stuff to use. He normally runs a very prop light game, but he wants to actually run something a little harder this time. So yeah, so that is a huge dungeon tile set. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Don't mind me. I'm having to shave very small, delicate little elven arms for my lust elves because 2 of them are missing their their left arms.
So yeah, a big box of tiles. I'm very thankful. Rob, thank you very much.
That is really sweet, dude.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you muchly, sir. So as long as you're here, what's on the bench? You just said you're working on your lust elves.
Yes, I've got some kit bashed lust elves. They're very lightly kit bashed. Well, one of them is not lightly kit bashed. One of them I had a little too much fun with.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see her. He'll have to hold her up. She is my impromptu succubus with an agonizer and a blade that the succubuses are allowed to use. As to say, that got kit bashed out of hell because I hated her helmet, so I changed her head up and her face. Oh, I could, but I'm pretty happy. We just printed some, so I gave her hair, changed her weapon, which was fun to do, by the way, twice because her staff that she had was doing something I didn't want it to, so I cut it off and added a blade, sickle-like blade at the end. And the rest of them, if they are not specialists, I had to add guns to. So.
And yeah, we're fairly certain their customer service is awesome. The problem is that
I'm impatient as hell.
And these took
all of what?
A month and a half to get to us. So on the other hand, I am bolstering up my Space Wolves, and I built some Sky Claws. I got some old school jump packs for them. So pistol and chainsword mythos. Pistol and chainsword.
All right. I never did anything to you.
So yeah, I mean, I'm working on those. I found the body for my vehicle. I misplaced it, and I found it again. So Start working on my battle wagon for my orcs. My eluded battle wagon. Yes, all about them wolves. I mean, that's the thing. I'm planning on doing a showcase this weekend, because I'm trying to just do a little bit on the wolves while I finish up the last 5 of my Stormcast. I want to do a showcase this weekend on my Stormcast if I can get these last 5 done. They're just not. I kind of agree with you on that. I don't know that they're the greatest, but my whole thing is that again, I do things differently with my jumpy guys. So I play my wolves very differently than a lot of other people do. So they work out for me, and that's cool. Yeah, that's all it, man. I mean, my guys, I run a lot of chain swords. I mean, a lot of people hate on the Reavers, and I absolutely love the Reavers. What are you doing?
Hardening the blades?
Oh, you haven't. That's right. Never mind.
All right. Woo! Yay!
All right. Good luck. Good luck. Hope things go well.
Okay.
I'm also almost done with my my custodies. I have this guy has his base coat down. I'm about to start doing the silver and the red on my Telemon. And I actually have to sculpt some bases for him because he goes on a base that's too big for me to print what I've been doing for all my other custodies. So I got to sit down and carve up some bricks. Because the whole thing is that these guys are supposed to be walking on palace grounds. Like you can see my bike bases here. I've got them on this shiny marbleized floor with Aquilas in there. So I'm gonna, carve up some rocks and bricks and stuff, make it look like he's walking on the palace floor. Still do the same marbling effect that I did for them. I'm really loving custodies. I didn't even really try. And you don't really think about how expensive they are. I've already got 2,700 points of custodies. I have like 19 figures. I mean, the Telemon is terrible. He's like 300 points by himself. That'd be cool. Dude, that's the thing. I would love to have like a 2v2 with somebody. You bring on your sisters. Your sisters and my custodies and go take on
Necrons.
Yeah, take on Necrons.
Double team of Necrons.
We'll hook up and take on Heinrich.
Just so he has someone to actually play against.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I also did get this wonderful figure. I got to show this off because I am so happy with this thing. I got to strip it and repaint it because I think you got this on eBay. But my man Commodore,
got a golf rocker,
hooked me up with one of the original early 90s goth rockers. And I need to get him painted up because he's going to be standing on the front. I'm not going to use him as a figure. He is going to be standing on the. No, he's not a hood ornament. He's going to be standing. I have been thinking and working and thinking and working, and I'm going to make this thing look as close to. Or there's another truck I have. One of the 2 big trucks I'm going to be working on. I want to make it look like the Fury Road vehicle that Joe Immortal is driving that has the dude with the flame guitar on front. I'm going to make an orc vehicle like that.
I'm over here making lots of and
need fire.
Figures.
Need lots of fire. Yeah, you need to get her done.
She's almost done, actually.
You know her base is done. I love you so much.
She's a cute girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd still put up a fight.
No. I love Heinrich. I love him to death. I love him so much to death, I'll smother him.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase, love hurts? God. Still one of the worst lines in a cartoon anywhere. There's a little bunny, learns how to talk to his owner, and he goes, love hurts. And put in, I love you to death. Yeah, this is Rabbit's trying. It's Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I was trying to move those on my way.
We're making dice trays. Found these at the craft store. I want to get like some mouse pad material.
They were on sale.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they were on clearance.
Yeah. Want to get like a mouse pad and cut it to fit in here, and then stain this thing, and boom.
I've got plenty of fabric.
Yeah, if I can't find mouse pad material, probably just lay some felt down in there.
I don't know if I have felt, but it's not like felt's expensive.
Yeah.
That episode aired one time. One time. Just like Inter Zim only aired Hamageddon one time.
I thought something weird about Later Zim.
What?
The creator of that show
is the same guy who created the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell that by the artwork?
I didn't know about Johnny the Homicidal Maniac until only like a year or so ago.
Yeah, I've known about Johnny for
well, you were a teenager when
20 years.
Well, because you were a teenager when it was popular.
Is it supposed to be stupid? It's not stupid. It's advanced. So you built some sweet chain. You got a new thing. I see your minis. So when are we gonna see some Warcry battle reps? Sunday when I get home, we'll live stream it.
Okay, I guess Sunday we're playing Warcry.
I only have one Warcry group, guys. I've got the Cypher Lords, so you're gonna have to be patient with me. I've also only played one Warcry game ever.
I played two. I loved the game. I played twice. So
it's so hard because the group that we normally are around don't play Warcry. They're more Kill Team 40K centered. And
when Warcry came up, there was this huge, everybody wanted to get into it, and then nobody plays. So
yeah, I mean, actually, I have a Night Haunt kill team or Warcry team. I've got a Corn kill team, and I have a box of
You have a bunch of them. You just haven't built them painted yet.
Well, the Corvus Cabal are the only ones that I don't have painted.
And you don't have the points figured out for how much your Night Haunt would be. You'd have to sit and do that.
You're the one who's got the machine.
You got the cards and the points.
I don't do that. You've never taught me. That would never happen, Mythos, my brother.
Here's the thing about Warcry. Let me show you something. Hand me that box.
Is it a Warcry box?
No.
Oh, no.
So we had gone to the gaming store.
He was so excited to buy this, by the way. I should point this out. Mythos, you were on the phone with us. You and Lord Bacon were on the phone with us when he got into the car, and he was so excited to have gotten this box.
Because they didn't have the slot bases I wanted, but they had this. Now, this was basically the Storm Strike box for the original Age of Sigmar 1.0. And it was $32. I'm like, I can't pass that up.
Now, I would like to point out that we have been looking at that box time and time and time again. And every time I point out to him, do you even need the Stormcasts that are in it? I do not play Stormcasts.
They're so pretty, though.
I have my 7 that I made for my display board, but that's it. I'm never going to complain about having more Cornates, though.
And there's
and then he realized, because he was like, I got this so I can have the Stormcast side. And then he realized he can't use the Stormcast
Well,
side.
I can, but I can't use them with my main army. I mean, they're two of my favorite figures. I love the Liberators, and I love the Paladins. I love these guys. This gigantic hammers. They just smash stuff. But here's the problem. There's 2 of these. And there's 3 of these.
Neither of those make a unit.
You can only run these in groups of 5. You can only run these in groups of 5 or 10. So I have 2 sprues I can't do anything with.
Which is the whole reason we hadn't bought it before.
And because she wasn't in the store with me to remind me of that, I bought them because models. I'll take the Cornates. See, I was going to trade her.
What would you use the Cornates for?
Kill team. I mean,
I'm pretty sure that's not a kill team.
I mean, not kill team. What do I use them for? I use them for, I make a...
Pretty sure that's not an actual war cry group.
Yeah, actually they are. That's the thing I realized. Anyhow. No, you can't. That's the weird thing about Age of Sigmar. You don't get to variable size the groups.
No, the groups come
5.
set in.
They're in specific sets, so you can do them in their sets. So
you
some
can only
are,
have like so many.
Building Warcry. I mean, building Age of Sigmar is very different than 40K. It's a little aggravating, but here's the thing to be said. So I was looking at it, and I said, well, you know what? I wonder which of these guys can be used in Warcry. And I found out something very interesting. This plus this is a single Warcry army.
Oh.
This is literally 990 points of the sacrosanct, or not sacrosanct, the Warrior's Chamber. You make this guy the leader, this guy on the army, and these other guys in the army, and there you go.
That's a Warcry team?
This is a Warcry team. This guy is 250 points as the leader. He's massively expensive.
Well,
so
yes, I have a.
She's a Warcry team. So I was like, so I'm like, so now they're hers. Which is why I was wondering about these guys.
Well, if you really want.
But then I realized I don't like corn. So I was all excited. So I bought new figures. I give them to the slow one. I love you. Hey, I love you.
You're still mean.
I love you.
Still mean. It's not changing anything.
Honey, I love you.
I know your weak point in this. God, I should never say that again.
So, yeah.
That weak point comment, little fun story. God forbid he watches this. But there was one time my ex-husband said something similar to me. And my response was, bring it, old man. I know every weak spot on your body. You may turn me into paste, but I'll make you suffer every second of it. I thought he was serious. I thought he was serious. But then again,
your ex-husband was a monster.
Anyhow, up that subject.
Anyhow, so yeah, so she's got now a Stormcast kill team or a Warcry team. Because I was working the numbers out, it's really cool. And my guys are almost done. And since I've got those guys, I can play them if I want to play them Warcry. Warcry is a heck of a lot of fun. Not gonna lie, it is a super fun game.
You can get hurt by falling. So if you're up on something trying to get, that height advantage, someone can literally come up and knock you off. And if you can't fly, you're going to take damage.
Yep.
Thankfully, most of the people I play can fly.
But it's fantasy. Yeah. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a palate cleanser. I needed a palate cleanser, and that's why I painted up my last and painted up most of the last of my Stormcast. I love my Stormcast. I've also been looking at Stormcast because you can get them in boxes still and they're very cheap. And the idea of getting a bunch of Stormcast and converting them into Sigmarines. Sigmarines.
I actually know somebody who painted their entire Stormcast as Dark Angels.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Someone also did it all in the...
I've seen a lot of different takes on Stormcast. I saw somebody that painted up look like living statues. I thought it was awesome.
I was talking about Tina.
Yeah. Oh, why am I yawning all of a sudden? Sorry. She gave me sleepy on disease. All right. So,
Stop thinking.
This was just going to be a quick drop-in, but that was cool. I had no idea what to expect with the box.
I knew there was a box coming. I had no idea what.
How did you know there was a box coming?
Because Rob told me 2 weeks ago. During an epic when we went here.
Nobody tells me anything.
I mentioned it once to him.
Nobody tells me anything. All right. Well, that being said,
that may just be it for us for today.
Yeah. We just want to drop in and say hi. I'll open the box. I mean, I'm gonna paint. Look at this beauty. All magnetized up. All magnetized up. I don't know. I'm actually really looking forward to putting this Telemon to use on a table. It just looks like such a fun figure. You have a suspicion that Lady D reacts strongly when the dice go bad.
I'm nowhere near as bad as Dante was.
Actually, it's funny. When she starts, things go badly for her. She will literally like, well, here we go, time to die. She's actually very pleasant about it because she just accepts her fate and moves on. Well, I'm dying.
My first game against anybody using my Custodies and Kill Team, the dude literally at one point, he rolled his dice to see if he was going to wound me, missed, got a 1, picked up the dice and literally went, yeet, and threw it across the room.
Now, I should point out, we were at a GW store.
So we had to go get it from underneath the table, and he was like, nope, I don't want that one anymore, it's a traitor. Dante still won't play me. He still will not play me in any games because of that. He's still bitter about that.
He was just mad that you came in and your Custodies had a theme song.
Yeah, I bring my things out and I go, all right, because they're like, all right, your turn. And I go, hold on. And I hit play and you hear, yeah, 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 yeah. The Fillerman starts playing and I set my voice on the table. And he was just like, and then he turns and looks at his dad and goes, how come I don't have a theme song? And his dad's like, because you haven't thought of one. I'd like to point out, though, my third game in that was against a man who had Imperial Guard that were all painted very specifically like Nazis, and he did it on purpose, not because he's a Nazi, but because of Hellsing Abridged by Team 4-Star, and he even had them all named. And his favorite one was Hans.
Comes with a dance and everything.
Hans, unfortunately, tended to die a lot, but not before he would get to sing the song. You know, London Bridge is falling down. So, yeah.
Giganto cannon. Look at that Giganto cannon.
Hans is not lucky. Hans tends to die really fast. And the 2 times I have fought against Hanzo, that's the gentleman's name, with this group, I have never intended to, but somehow, once I figured out my Custodies get more than 1 attack, and if I rush somebody, I get to add an attack on my Zealot, I basically ran into a group of his guys and went ham, and Hans was the first to go. That really is very Fifth Element looking, isn't it? Are you German? I still love the old man. In the very beginning, I still love that sequence that opens it up. Aziz, light! Stoosh. Thank you, Aziz. That's very nice. And then poor kid's like,
the what do you call it? The Hanzo took his Imperial Guard kill team against my Death Guard. Chicken good. He took his Imperial Guard against my Death Guard. And unfortunately, my combat specialist
is Steve?
No, it wasn't Steve. It was Steve Jr.
Oh, dear.
So it's Kermit.
Okay, so his names for his guys literally came from what we identified the character as. Steve is a giant, holds a flaming three.
He's a Death Shroud, not Death Shroud. He's a Light Lord Terminator with a flail of corruption.
But he's got this huge grin on his face, and he's just so happy to see you. So
I'm Steve.
As based from the movie Multiplicity.
Yeah. But Kermit is also, it's Plague Marine Kermit Two Mouth. And the reason he's called Kermit Two Mouth is because the custom head I made for him, although it's made of meat and has bug eyes, it basically looks like Kermit's head, like the Muppet.
Really funny.
So I called him Kermit, and he's got a second arm that's basically just a giant lamprey mouth. He's beautiful. I love him so much. But he's also a flail-using Plague Marine. And I was using him against Hanzo, and I ran up to his Imperial Guard, and I started swinging the flail. And the big thing about the flail is that the wounds just carry over, and the attacks carry over. And in one round of combat, I managed to charge up into his sniper nest and killed all 5 guys in the nest, and it was bad.
Yeah, I ended up showing up later for that game, and I'm looking, and he was like, and this guy, and he goes, he killed Hans, and I had no idea. So this is the first time I've ever seen this, and I go, did he get to sing the song and everything? And yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I love.
Is it really bad that I think Nurglings are cute?
I learned blue. I love Nurglings. I actually want 5 guys, not 6. No, 5 guys. There were 5 guys in the nest. It was Kill Team. He had like 11 guys on the board.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard are so cheap. You can have like, bleh. They're fantastic at Arena. Oh my god!
But the problem was, like I said, he ran into him in a regular thing. I charged up into him and just, it was bad. It was so bad. And he couldn't roll a wound roll on me that entire game. It was so sad.
Kind of what happened with poor Dante as well.
Well, that happened to Dante because Dante. Well,
Dante's Dante. Leave it at that.
I love Dante. He's a good guy.
He's a good kid.
Well, it was a sniper nest. He had 2 guys with sniper rifles, a guy with a plasma gun, a comms officer, and another guy up there to give lots of bonuses all around.
Until Kermit came along.
And Kermit came up and went, I kill all of you. You're all dead. Yes, kids are Nurglings. They're disgusting things they're disease vectors. Children are Nurglings. That's why we think they're cute.
Kaiser, watch Christopher Titus, Born with a Defect. He has an entire segment in there where he talks about he's not worried about them making. He's like, I'm not worried about something with nap time. I'm worried that it'll be weaponized because children are just covered in diseases and filth and Yeah. Disgusting cute things. That's why we have kids, right?
It's why we have kids, right?
In his case, he says he had kids so that he can use them as remote controls. And
Go get. I always lose the remote. Where's the child? To change the channel.
that should last.
Yeah, now I don't watch TV, so it's like, go get me this, go get me this, go get that, go get this. Dad, what? You have legs. Use them. So I had you.
Whereas apparently I had a child to create a clone of myself. You know it's bad when someone who's known you since you were a child. 6-man squads are stupid. Can you please let Zane's comic book through? Because that's not a bad one. Yeah, no, so there was a lady who's known me since I was really...
Yeah, Valhallans look like Cossacks. They look like...
Oh, that's right. Those are the Cossacks you were telling me about.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's what I'll do a showcase on, since mine are all completely done now.
Obedient children? A vision of obedient children?
Oh no! I threaten them. I chuck shoes at them.
I have threatened to smother them in their sleep.
You use the word stupid, and stupid is a mean word, Zane.
But so what I was saying is my youngest, who's my only child biologically, she lives in California, and she met a friend of mine that I babysat her kids. Her sons are the same age as my little brother. I've known her my whole life, and she came over and saw my daughter, and she went, Shannon? And it's like, no, Angelina. Oh my God, I haven't seen you since you were a baby. Ah, who are you? I love my child. Who are you again? I don't know you.
He's gonna wreck people.
I'm gonna go that way now. I feed my children too. Honey, you don't have any kids.
He does any now. He fed them the feral macarons.
Man,
although aren't raccoons feral to begin with?
No, actually, I've seen they apparently make really interesting pets if you can tame them. But you have to get them as babies. Baby raccoons are the cutest things in the whole wildest world. Oh my God. So,
all right.
Look forward to my Instagram. I've got some pictures that I'm going to be sticking up there very shortly. I never posted up the pictures of Mythos's orc from her beginning to end. So that needs to go up. No, I didn't. Mythos is I never did Freaks, so I need to post up Freaks. According to Mythos, there will be a video probably either tomorrow or Saturday in their reaction to getting our...
That's a waste.
Too big.
That's a waste. Chili. I'm a big man. I like my chili.
You're horrible people over here if you haven't noticed. We once talked about whether or not divorce was in the cards with us. And we went, no. We said, till death do us part. And it shall be until death do us part. So I turned and I looked at him and I went, when you finally lose your patience with me, just remember, I want to be savory.
I love chili.
We are awful people. Of course, we're also the people that would, he'd have, if I had the ability, he'd walk in the door and I'd shoot him with a dart gun. And go, "Pah! You're it!" And then take off running. And then probably die because I trip and fall on something.
Hi. As long as you don't know stairs, you're pretty much okay.
I've tripped walking through the living room, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
And I tripped on the dog.
I love my wife.
My family holds bets on when my next major surgery is going to be because of an accident that I've done.
No!
Did you drop it on the ground? Woo! I can't wait to see this video. You have no idea.
Well, I'm going to have to fix. Its freaking lance broke off. Gosh.
Trip, fall, shoot self in the face like dude in World War Z. Really? I've never seen the movie. I have a little bit of a problem with zombie stuff.
She gets freaked out by zombies.
I don't know why. They freak me all the hell out. Because for whatever reason, my brain goes, that's possible. Oh, no. Your youngest is accident prone like Lily. Ugh. Whereas my babyest,
is taking parkour.
again, and Taekwondo. She's in the advanced parkour class now. Apparently very good at it. And is taking English 300.
If my wife thought about taking parkour,
I did.
my only reaction would be,
I've seen how they train people to do it.
uh-huh.
Start low. On padded floors.
Yeah.
But knowing my luck, I'd get up high and then I'd run and jump and biff like, you know, those cats where you see them, they're like, okay, I'm going to go. And they go, Oosh. That would be me and jaw in the corner of the place that I was trying to jump to. Just walked into the kitchen, stood there looking around for a few minutes with no idea. Do other people do this or is it my mind? It's the Matrix, honey. It's just glitching on you for a minute. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Give it a moment to reset. I really shouldn't joke about that.
We all do it. She's wonderful about it. She will get up and yell at me about it.
I have.
You have.
I did not know that.
You had gotten up from the table, gone into the kitchen, came back in here and looked at me, then went into the bedroom, and then came back and says, what the hell was I doing? And I'm like, I have no idea because you didn't say anything to me before you left.
Sorry.
It's the funniest damn thing ever. This is a zip kicker.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. Look at that.
Yeah. The effects of zip kicker.
Yeah. You've got to video trying to get free running with the hospital. So this is Kaiser saying, let her do it.
You don't understand. I love my wife, and I love comedy. But my wife is in current.
Really? I did not know that.
My wife is in current need of surgery because of her inability to walk stairs.
And eyes.
Hey, Dice. I love my wife. I really do. And I mean this in all seriousness.
And flat surfaces, actually.
I love her to death. And it's not that she's accident prone. She's a magnet. She's a magnet for doom.
He's not wrong. All right, so she's got her sword arm on now.
I mean,
where's the other one? There she is. You know, one of these girls almost ended up without an arm. It's like when your child tries something dangerous, you intervene or grab your phone to fill it. The real reason you need two parents is for save your childhood. No, go ahead. You're fine. Yeah, no, go ahead and stick that fork in there. Yeah, I know that hurt like hell. Not your ass 3 feet.
You know, and the funny thing is, I would say I would never do anything dumb like that. But I have done exactly that, but with a hairpin when I was 4.
I didn't because my mom showed me a video. My mom showed me a movie of somebody being electrocuted when I was like 4. Nope, I'm good.
My mom had the childproof covers on the electrical outlet.
I wonder what happens if I do this.
I used a Lego puller to peel it off Because I was like, why is this on here? This doesn't match. Yoink. Oh. Something just popped up on my computer.
It looks like you have an update.
So, it quite literally, I used my Lego puller, pulled this thing off, went, what's this? It's got 2 holes in it, and they slit it, and they're exactly the same distance as the 2 prongs from this hairpin. So obviously, this means the hairpin goes in there. The weird thing is, I didn't get hurt. I didn't get hurt at all. The fuse popped instantly. Yeah, me going to sketchy sites. The only sketchy sites I go to are places where I can find STLs.
Man, my scars I've got were all from when I was older, except for my pinkies. Oh, seriously. All my other scars are older. The only thing I have is that's my pinky straight. They are fucked up.
Language.
I apparently stuck these fingers into a door jamb. Not the side of the door that opens and closes, the crack. I stuck my fingers in there, and then my sister closed the door.
Most of my scars are from
Fighting, military.
No. Actually, thinking about it, most of my scars are from a 4-year period. My 8th grade through 11th grade.
Somehow that does not surprise me.
Yeah.
My other scars all
I had gotten a lot of fights, and I played football.
All right, the girls are done.
Girls are done.
Need to be primed.
I gotta go re-hit this up with some gold spray, and I can start hitting some things up.
All right.
So I think we're gonna call it here. We just wanted to pop in, show the box, show off,
what's in the
talk
box.
a little bit what's in the box.
The box is pretty cool. He's gonna have a lot of fun with that. I just know.
No, that's a funny thing. When I was a young lad, I lived in a very rough neighborhood. It wasn't a rough neighborhood when my family moved in there in '63.
It got to be rough years later.
But by the time I was a kid in the early '80s, it had turned into a rough neighborhood. All my siblings had moved on with their lives, and I was stuck there with my elderly mom and my very elderly grandmother. I made it a point to never bring trouble home, but when I went out of the house, I caused and got into a lot of trouble. Never got police level trouble. I learned how to run and how to dive through yards and hide in bushes and clamber up roofs very quickly to keep out of that kind of trouble as a child.
Let's also not forget the police car he destroyed.
Yeah, two police cars.
And somewhere in Milwaukee, there's going to be a retired police officer who is into 40K, and he's going to watch this, and he's going to be like, "You!
I didn't mean to break the car.
You shouldn't have followed your brother's advice."
But yeah, I'm doing a lot of dumb stuff. Homemade explosives.
Lots of homemade explosives.
Lots of homemade explosives. Poor man James Bond type stuff. Man, statute of limitations are well gone on this point. So I'm old, Zane. This was in the 80s. So All right, so here we are. We are at the 1 hour mark. So we're gonna cut it off here. Just wanted to stop in, say hi, show off what's in the box, and we're gonna let y'all go. I will be gone tomorrow, so I will not be at the Frost and Fist. I won't be able to pop in for theirs. Lady D might.
I will attempt to. I do close tomorrow night. No, I'm not. Sorry about
Stop it. And then Saturday, Saturday I'll be gone. So Sunday we'll be back on. We're gonna try to do it early in the day, so that we can have it in time for our UK viewers to see it.
I work from 10 to 2:45
on Sunday.
Yes.
You suck. You suck officially.
Do you want me to have a return to that one?
I will though say. A week from Saturday. So a week. What's the date on that?
Do you have Snake Leather over there?
No. Probably got dumped in the wrong box. Saturday the 27th.
I am not working.
Saturday the 27th. We'll be doing a 10 a.m. Central stream that hopefully I can get the Commodore here for as well. And hopefully Commodore and Phoenix. But we are going to be doing a 10 o'clock a.m. Saturday the 27th. So that would be about 4 o'clock UK time. We're going to do a special Talkin' Tuesday, except it'll be, something Saturday. But we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna do our normal Talking Tuesday type live stream. We're gonna do it on Saturday the 27th, so that we can engage with our friends across the pond.
And just to let you know that the Tuesday following that, I will not be here.
She's gone. She's going to California.
I get to go visit my parents, who I have not seen in almost 4 years. So I will be gone from the 2nd until the 11th. So don't miss me too much, guys.
So that being said, we're going to cut out now. Thank you so much for popping in on this little impromptu thingamajiggy. And
Rob, TMP, you are boss.
Thank you so much, Rob. I really appreciate it.
So cool.
I got to get these primed up and painted. So, alrighty then. So, peace out. Remember, epic your board and epic your game.
Epic your life.
Game on, my friends.
I'm not going to be anywhere near you, man.